here's what we're doing today. I'm gonna have these. I have two 59cc saws. I got the Husqvarna 562 XP, and I have its little brother, Husqvarna 555. Okay, so I'll show right here me sharpening them, and if it sucks, they should suck equally. So I'm gonna pull a log out of the pile and get after it. That's a nice piece of maple right there. It's kind of a small one. We'll do that one first. So a lot of times when these tests are done, people are just slicing cookies off the end. I need 16-inch blocks, so I'm going to cut them to blocks, and we'll go from there. I'm going to cut one here with one saw, then I'll cut the other end, and then I'll use the other saw and cut the next block. All right, so I just gassed these up. They both have 20-inch bars. They both have comp chisel chains on them, and they're pretty much the same saw, but the 562 is just a newer version. And I don't have the dog on this side, just like this saw. I don't have the dog on that side. I'm gonna get them warmed up. Yep. All right, we'll do the 555 first. Okay, now we'll do the 562 XP on the same end. Okay, do the 565 again. I mean, there's not a huge difference. It's not a ton. Hold on. Great. Now, let's use the 562 XP again. Here's the 555. Well, I could definitely tell that the rakers are much more aggressive on the 555. So it's digging in a little bit better. But I'm going to keep going. I got a bunch more to do. I'm going to grab another one out of here. Alright, so this next cut is going to be almost the whole bar. It's going to be probably 17 of it, maybe 18, I don't really know. Might roll. Certainly can appreciate these saws. They're pretty powerful. So this cut, I'm just going to square up the end because it's really crooked. All right, it looks pretty good. Well, I guess you could see there really is not much of a difference between the 562 XP and the 555 Husqvarna. They are pretty close to being identical. The 562 XP does have a bit more horsepower, but if you look at the saws, they really don't look that much different. I knew that the 562 XP wasn't that much different than the 555 back when I bought the 555, but there was a pretty significant price difference between the 555 and the 562 back in 2011 when I bought that 555. I just bought this 562 right before last Christmas of 2024. And would I do it again? Yes. It's a nice saw and it runs great and it's snappy. It does have a quicker throttle response than the 555. But I think when I bought the 555, it might have been a little bit more crisp. It has, I cannot even begin to tell you how many hours are on that. I don't know. Joe from the Okie Woodsman had asked me how many hours are on it. I don't know. I've never had it plugged in. And I'd be curious to know. So there you go. Now I'm going to actually do some work. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's my interpretation of the differences between the Husqvarna 555 and the Husqvarna 562 XP. They're both pretty much the same saw, but if you were to put a 24-inch bar on each of those saws, you probably would notice a bigger difference with the 562 XP being a little bit faster, because it does make about 0.6 or 0.7 horsepower more. I'm not sure. It's a close comparison. If this is the only saw that you ever needed to buy for the regular homeowner, let's say you're cutting 10 cords of wood a year, you could definitely get away with doing the 555. It'll do everything you're ever going to need to do, and you'll be very happy with it because it does have auto tune. And if you bought the 562 XP, which is only about $150 to $200 more, you could do the same amount of work, same amount of whatever, just a little bit faster. So that's pretty much it for that comparison. In the next video, I got a comparison. You're gonna love it. It's not one that I've seen. Maybe it is out there. I just haven't found it. And you'll like it. So stay tuned for the next video. That's pretty much it for today. Thank you.